Hello, my name is Rayne, and thank you for joining me for your weekly tarot card reading for the week of June 8th, 2015. I'm in Durango, Colorado, in front of the beautiful purple cliffs back here behind me. I really love this location. I used to come here when I was a teenager, and there used to be a drive-in movie theater, but it's gone. Ooh. A few cards just popped out. First of all, we've got the Four of Cups reversed, the Princess of Swords reversed, and the Star reversed. So we've got 3 reversals this week. Let me just kind of look at this and see what comes out, what message is coming out for the week of June 8th. All right. Well, first of all, the Four of Cups, we have a guy here who's kind of forlorn, okay? He has 3 empty cups in front of him, and it looks like that is what he is focusing on. But behind him is a very full cup, overflowing. It's so full. His environment is very green and lush. Why is it that this person is focusing on the negative? Why are you focusing on the negative? To ask yourself this question when there is an abundance. Okay, cups represent your emotions, your feelings, your heart. Now it's reversed. I feel like we've been in a state of focusing on the negative, maybe a little too much, even though there is an abundance, okay? And we're coming out of that era, okay? This week, we're coming out of that, and it's going to be much greater. See, the thing is that when this is reversed, that means we're coming out of that state of focusing on the negative. But notice that when it's reversed, the cup is still over, like it's not spilling. The full cup is still full, even though it's upside down. Yes, there is an abundance around us this week, okay? And we're moving out of an energy that was a little kind of chaotic and darker, you know. I know this last week has been a little bit like that, a little crazy, especially with the astrological lineups and whatnot. Everyone around me has been kind of up and down, up and down. And when you're in that kind of state, it is easy to focus on the negative and not even see what is right there. I mean, this guy, all he has to do is turn his head, and the cup's right there. So this week, we need to turn our head and focus on the great abundance that's around us, because it is, and it's a beautiful thing. Now, next we have the Princess of Swords reversed. And the Princess of Swords, she's youthful. She's got vigor. The swords represent the mind, thoughts, what's going on inside your head. Okay. This princess, behind her, flames. She's lit up. Okay? Lit up with ideas. She's focusing on the sword. I mean, she appears to be looking at the sword. And behind her looks like I don't know what kind of bird that is. It looks like a swallow or something like that. She's standing on rocks. She's got her feet planted firmly on the ground, even though it's between. She's got a foot on each rock. She's planted firmly, even though there might be different things going on, different ideas going on. She's still pretty grounded. She's focused, but she also has foresight, which is symbolized by the flying swallow. We'll call it a swallow. Is it an African swallow? All right. When it's reversed, it's a call to focus. It's a call to be grounded. It's time to focus on your ideas. Okay? We've come out of this chaotic period, or we are moving out. It may still be a little chaotic, but not as much so. Okay? But it's time to look and feel the abundance. Feel full in your heart. Okay? And it is now a time to focus on your ideas and thoughts. Now, we have the Star card, Major Arcana, reversed. And we've got this beautiful woman, nude, vulnerable, out in nature. She has one foot on the rock and one foot in the water. She's pouring water into the water, and she is pouring water onto the earth, which is then spilling back into the water. And I'll tell you what this means, okay? She plants her foot on the earth and is grounded. She touches herself to the water, to the deep part of herself. So she is earthly grounded and in touch with her feelings. Simultaneously, she gives to both her feelings. She's giving to her part of herself that is very grounded, okay? And then we've got the moon in the back and the stars. The stars represent... The star card is a very lucky card, okay? I think of the stars as like a very expansive thing, okay? I mean, it's beyond what we can even understand. So there are things happening maybe right within sight. I mean, the stars are within sight at night, but do we understand them? Or we can't even see them all. But there is a lot going on beyond what we can even conceive in this plane, okay? So I believe that means that there are things working for you, okay? As you are doing in this world and you are grounded and you are in touch with your feelings, you are supported by the universe, okay? There are things happening behind the scenes that you may not even be aware of, okay? Things are working for you right now. The universe supports you. And there are forces that you may not even be aware of that are supporting you and are working for you behind the scenes, like I said. We've got the moon, which represents cycles, represents the feminine, that part of herself that's deep. We've got the in the background, it looks like Stonehenge, a very ancient, in touch with our roots, our past lives, religion. When it's reversed, I'm looking at the cards together. When the star is reversed, the universe is calling for you to get in touch with your emotions and be grounded. So, an overall theme here, okay, is to get in touch with your emotions. Get grounded, okay? Maybe you need to go out into nature and take off your shoes and put your feet in the grass and touch the earth, Get magnetically charged. The earth is magnetic. We're magnetic. We're electric. And so, yes, ground yourself, get in touch with your feelings, and focus on your thoughts and ideas, okay? I don't really see a lot of action as far as going out there and doing things that, we're still in Mercury retrograde, okay? So it's not a time of action, but it's a time of plotting and planning. Yes, organizing our thoughts and our ideas. Grounding ourselves and really feeling the abundance, because you know what? There is so much that supports us. The universe wants us to thrive. The universe wants us to be happy. It doesn't want us to be forlorn and focused on all these horrible things. I mean, yes, the world is full of terrible things, but why focus on it? That's not what we desire, is it? I don't think so. I know that's not what I desire. I'm going to pull a card, like an oracle card here. It's on the ground, so excuse me. Okay. I'm going to shuffle these beautiful cards. The artwork is by Josephine Wall, and I am a big fan of her art, and I was so excited to find these oracle cards. I'm kind of a dork when it comes to cards. But, okay, so this is our oracle card for the week of June 8th, 2015. And what message do we have today? Oh, and I'll post the picture. Be supportive. Make a genuine effort to show that you care. Oh, we've got an angel. He has got these giant wings, rainbow wings. He has his bow and arrows. He's a person that, or an energy that is very expansive and thinks very big, high thoughts. And the woman hugging him, looking at him in a loving way. She's got all these flowers in her hair. Okay, to me, this, if there is someone special in your life, or someone, it doesn't have to be a love, it can be a loved one, it can be a parent, it can be a best friend, it can be anyone. I mean, it really could be anyone that's supportive, a supportive force in your life. I want you to be supportive to that supportive person. I mean, this person, like in this picture, the angel is, he's flying, he's powerful, he's mighty, and yet this woman, she doesn't look like she can fly, but she's supported by him, but yet she looks at him in such a loving manner that she's supporting him. So I believe that the message is in supporting those around you, you will be supported. Kind of like the star card, okay? In traditional tarot, it's the star card, the woman is pouring into the water, or she's actually receiving from the water, okay? That the water is coming into her vessel and she's pouring onto the earth simultaneously, which then trickles back into the water. So it's kind of like a give, and you receive from the universe, and therefore you give, which in turn comes back around. And so it's a big cycle, and it's a beautiful cycle. And so don't be afraid to receive and be supported. But this says be supportive. So the universe is calling to you to be a supportive person, because it's going to come back around to you. And I hope you've enjoyed this week's tarot card reading. That wraps it up for this week. And check out my monthly. I think next month I'll have the monthlies out. This is my first month recording. I'm going to get the dailies out. And check out my daily tarot card reading. I'll have the monthlies up for next month, and my weekly. You can also get a personal reading from me. I love to do readings for people. I feel like it helps people. It makes me feel good in my heart. You can get a hold of me at my website or my email address, and I have that posted underneath this video. And my name is Rayne, RayneGrant.com, where you can reach me. And have a fabulous week. It's really beautiful here.